Here we go live again. And hello, South Florida. Welcome to another live edition of the Real Estate Show, South Florida's #1 program about real estate and America's longest running daily radio show about real estate. That's right, daily, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. We're here live at 5. We're here live at 5. That's Eastern time. We're here also 5 days a week, and you can find us through 5 different channels on the AM, the FM, on the apps that carry the radio station. So if you got the iHeartRadio app, the TuneIn app, the radio.com, even WWNN has their own app. They will let you plug directly into their radio station all day long. But if you come here live at 5, you'll catch us here on the Real Estate Show, talking to you all about real estate. The fourth way is on our website. The easiest thing to remember, automaticlandlord.com. That's automaticlandlord.com. Just go to the top of the page where it says the Real Estate Show. You'll see a drop-down menu. You can listen to us live at 5. You can listen to us recorded at your leisure 24/7. And you can even download the podcast version and take it with you. So that was the fourth way. And the fifth way is live on Facebook. That's Facebook Live. You just have to go to facebook.com/The Real Estate Show, all as if it was one word. That's right, The Real Estate Show. And you can join us live here, drop us your comments, give us your likes, even share the program with other people who you think might benefit from this show. And I think today, every day, but every day, especially today, I think you'll benefit because tonight, our long announced Fearless First Time Home Buyers Workshop. I want to talk more about Fearless and First Time. The home buyer, of course, that's what we're all about here. The Real Estate Show, our whole mission has been and still is, after 22 plus years, has been to enable and empower more deserving families to own a piece of the American dream, and that is real estate. We tell you about our 5-star program that looks at real estate for the advantages that it has. 5 of them, believe it or not. The income, the tax advantages, the equity buildup, the appreciation, and the ability to control a large sum with a small down payment, the leverage, if you will. So that's what this show is all about. Now, this week we've been talking about first-time home buyers, and that's because we want to make 100 first-time home buyers home owners this year. We have a team that we've assembled of agents and professionals from the mortgage industry, from the title industry, that are on the same path and mission as us. And that's why tonight, as we've had, and by the way, the response has been outstanding. All week long, I said that if you texted the word DPA to our smart text line, which is 561-861-2366, you could come to the workshop. It's absolutely free. It's online. It's at 7:30 tonight. We have now, I think, a waiting list, and it is now completely full. We had over 132 or 33 when I saw last this afternoon when I looked registrations for the website. So as you can see, this is a still hot topic and something that I know that everybody wants to talk about. So let's talk a little bit about this workshop. And what we're going to be talking about is a number of different things. Like I said, the reason today I spoke with a lovely young lady who was telling me that, she's been caring for her mother for the last 10 years, hasn't been able to put together a down payment. She's been renting for all this time. Landlord, not the nicest guy, is raising her rent, not taking care of the place. And she wants just finally and for once to have her own place. Well, we had a nice conversation yesterday after the radio show, and we're now taking steps to make that happen. And I told her, it doesn't matter if you don't have a down payment, I will show you how to get one. It doesn't matter if you don't have the best credit, I'll show you how to improve it. All that you have to do is be bring three things to the table. Number one is you got to bring proof that you can make a monthly rent payment consistently. You can do that. You can own a home. You've got to be coachable, because I'm going to tell you what to do, but you've got to do it. I can't do it for you, but I will help you. I'll be right alongside. We will be side by side working on this until there's that closing day and we have a celebration, which, by the way, tonight we have 2 celebrations, and I'm going to tell you about that in a second. And then the third thing is you got to be committed to the process. You can't start and then stop, because that's a waste of your time. It's a waste of my time, and it's a waste probably of money and effort as well. If you are coachable, if you are committed, and you can make a rent payment, then I know that you can at least make the same rent payment or less, and be the owner of your own home. Yesterday, and if this wasn't enough of a motivation, I said that if you had bought a house a year ago, exactly 12 months ago, because they just came out with the statistics, and they said that the inflation rate and the appreciation rate of the inflation rate was 8%. Remember I said that real estate was a great hedge against inflation? How much did real estate appreciate? 14%. That rounded to 15%. So if you'd bought a $200,000 house a year ago, today it would be 15% more valuable, or in other words, $30,000 more valuable. The same person paying same amount of rent, let's say they were paying $1,500 in rent, after a year they would have 0 in built up equity. The same person paying $1,500 a month in a mortgage payment today would have $30,000. $1,500, by the way, times 12 is $18,000. So one person is minus 18 and the other person is plus 30. Tell me that's not enough of a reason at least to get informed and attend one of our workshops, where you'll learn, what to do, and just as important, what not to do. And all you had to do was to text the 3 letters DPA to get that invitation. Text it to 561-861-2366. That's 561-861-2366. And the automatic responder would have gotten you in. Now it's still going to be sending out the invitations, but it will be a space available. We're gonna work on trying to make the slots open up some more, so that we can accommodate more people. It is a great workshop. So you ever heard the acronym for the word fear? They said that fear stands for false expectations appearing real. And this is why we wanted to make our home buyers fearless. Because why? Fearless, false expectations. And many people have the false expectation that they need more down payment than they need. We have helped homeowners, and I said, one of my favorite cases was $350 was what they put down. Now, generally speaking, it's going to be 1 to 3% of a down payment, which is a far cry than what most folks try to save up 10%, 20%. And granted, a lot of financial advisors will tell you save up 20% so that you're not paying the additional private mortgage insurance, because lenders will add on an insurance premium if you put down less than 20%. And it's the equivalent, just so that you understand and put it into perspective. And I'll tell you why I don't agree with that statement. Not that it's bad advice from a financial point of view, but from a real life point of view. If you had to pay PMI, it'd be like paying an extra 0.5%. Make believe that that's what it was. That's the equivalent cost, an extra 0.5%. So instead of paying 2.75 or 3% interest rate, you're paying 3.5. My God, that is still so amazingly good. And the big difference, like my example just a few minutes ago, the person who's saving for the 20% now went another year saving up, right? And now they have to save up more, because now they have to save up not 20% or 20% of 200, which would be $40,000. Now at this year, they have to save $46,000, because now the property went up 15% or $230,000. So it's like constantly chasing. So would you rather lose $30,000 or pay 0.5% of a premium until, and here's the other beautiful thing, when your property gets to the point where the loan is now less than 80% of the value of the property, even though you were paying private mortgage insurance, you can now apply to get it removed. So once again, I understand the people who say you should save up 20%. And if you can, God bless you. But don't let that hold you back and prevent you from taking advantage of all of the 5 benefits that I told you that real estate provides. It provides income. It provides shelter for your income. It provides tax advantages, whether you're using it as an income property or even as your home. You get to deduct the interest from your mortgage when you itemize on your taxes. You get to deduct the taxes as well. You get the equity buildup no matter what your situation is, and you get the appreciation no matter what your situation, who you are, what you do, where you come from. Because the beautiful thing about equity and appreciation, just like taxes actually, is that it is blind as to who it is. This is happening to the property. So it doesn't matter all of those other details. And then, of course, the advantage of being able to use the leverage and now benefit from the appreciation of a $200,000 property, not your $5,000, $10,000, or $20,000 down payment. So it's really a phenomenal thing. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead. I'm looking at the clock. We're right up here at the midpoint of our radio show. When we come back, I'm going to talk a couple more things about our workshop for tonight. I want to finish my conversation about becoming a fearless first-time home buyer. And I want to tell you why a lot of people who think they're not a first-time home buyer actually qualify for that. And it's knowing these loopholes, and then we talk about that in our workshop tonight, that you can take advantage of our Homes for Heroes, our frontline responders, special programs, which are lower down payments or lower qualification guidelines to reward our veterans, our first responders, our hometown heroes, and so forth. So we're going to go ahead and take that break. Don't touch that dial. You're listening to The Real Estate Show. My name is Eric Willner, and I will be right back. Hey, Lloyd. Elsie, how are you? Sheila, and John, Jeanette. How are you all? As you can see, I'm very excited. As soon as I hang up and lay down the mic from today's show, I'm on my way up to our Boca office, where we'll be broadcasting our live webinar tonight. If you guys still want to get in, I think they're making arrangements. I can't promise, but I think they're making arrangements to open up another 10 or 20 spots. The interest was overwhelming. And all you have to do is text DPA to 561-861-2366. Please share this broadcast out there so that more people can find out about this. And welcome back. For those of you just joining us here, you are listening to The Real Estate Show. My name is Eric Willner. I am the host here of The Real Estate Show, broadcasting live 5 days a week for the last 22 years and going strong. And it's kind of interesting. Like I said, we've been talking about this workshop that we're doing tonight at 7:30 p.m. It'll be broadcast on Zoom. All you have to do is have the special code and the password to get in, and you'll be invited to attend our workshop. We're going to be talking about the path to home ownership. And one of my favorite little sayings is that it's easy to walk on water if you know where the stones are. And if that maybe gives you sort of a graphical picture of the stones, which are just at below the water level, and it looks like you're walking on water, but if you know where each one of those stones are placed, you can go right across the river without hardly getting wet. And that's what we're doing with the first time home buyer program, is showing anybody who wants to know. There's absolutely no cost. We're not charging for this program. We're not charging for access to these programs. It is absolutely the same program. Remember, When it comes to buying real estate, the commission is paid by who? By the seller, not the buyer. And in some cases, we have programs where either the closing costs are either reduced, or sometimes we even get the seller to pay for some of those costs because these are special programs. And so this is really an opportunity that I can't imagine why someone who is a first time home buyer wouldn't want to at least learn about and figure it out. And as I was saying right before the break, it's kind of interesting because technically, a first-time home buyer is not somebody who has never owned a home. Technically, according to bank guidelines, and so as a result of the FHA guidelines, the commercial banks pretty much follow their exact model, and therefore so do most of the other lenders, and therefore the technical definition of a first-time home buyer is somebody who has not been on title for 3 years. So, for example, if you were one of the folks that even had a home for whatever amount of time, and then back in 2008 when the market crashed and there was, a wave of foreclosures and many people unfortunately lost their homes back then, well, guess what? They may have lost their home through short sale, a regular sale, a foreclosure sale. Doesn't really matter. If they've been off title for 3 years and now they want to step back into the market, they get to step back in as a brand new first-time home buyer. So whether you're young or old, first-time home buyer does not, what most people think, mean that you've never owned a home. And so it's, again, little things like that should be more common knowledge. Hopefully, sharing it here on the radio, more people do know. But the idea here is for more people to have access to home ownership. Home ownership is good for everybody. It's good for the buyer. It's good for the seller. It's good for the community. Communities, that are more populated by owner-occupied properties show more pride of ownership. They have a more stable life. They tend to be safer neighborhoods. They tend to be more valuable neighborhoods. They attract better schools. They attract better people. And, I could go on and on. There's been psychological studies that have shown that the kids growing up in an owned home perform better in school than rentals. That kids that grow up in a home that was owned are more well-adjusted, do better in school, go to better colleges and get better jobs and make more money. So when would now be a great time to become a homeowner if you could? And what we're doing is laying out the path, the proverbial stones on the water, so that you can take the proper steps. And so in our workshop tonight, we're going to talk about the 7 mistakes that we want to help you to avoid. And so between the knowledge that we have, the guidance and sort of mentoring that you have, and again, absolutely zero charge for this. This is really, it's a goal that we set as a team late last year. It's a goal that we've been working on as a team all year long. And I'm really hoping that we're going to be successful in at the end of the year celebrating 100 new families in their homes. And so, and P.S., I'm not just working with people who are first-time home buyers, but as you can see, I'm trying to push the reluctant, and oftentimes the fearful. And fear usually comes not from just the false expectations appearing real, but a lot of times it's the education or lack of the knowledge or education, why people put off buying a house, and nobody wins, especially not the future homeowner, by putting it off. So let's face it, not only did I give you the physical, the financial, the psychological reasons, but face it, people who own their homes get more respect, right? And if you ask somebody, don't you sort of think a little bit better of the people who own their own homes versus someone who's just a renter there, sort of in passing? Wouldn't it be great to be a homeowner at this point in time, especially in a market where we're seeing that it looks like this market is going to continue, not at the same double-digit pace. And you've heard me when the market got heated up back when we were recovering from the 2008 crisis. I said, I want the market to slow down. I like when the market is growing at a steady 4, 5, 6%. That is sustainable, and that's why, and that did happen, and that's why we've got this sort of a long run. Usually, real estate runs in 7-year cycles, but as I mentioned a number of times, between the pent-up demand because of that, incredible, once in a generation, tremendous implosion that we had in the entire economy. It was the Great Recession. It wasn't just a real estate bubble. It was the Great Recession of 2008. And they call it the Great Recession because it was not far, but it was not quite as bad as the Great Depression back in the 1920s. Interesting, right? Here we are in the year 2020, another, generation, another century later. Same thing with the pandemic. These are once in 100-year events. And so we're not expecting to see a market crash like it did before. Not to that extent. No way. Will we see cycles? Absolutely, yes. But we've got a number of things. We stopped building for 10 years. So we're right now suffering from a shortage of inventory like we haven't seen in a long time. Throw on top of that the pandemic, which caused the supply chain to break down, and now we're struggling to get materials and everything. So even the recovery is slowing down because of the supply chain thing. And what didn't stop is the population of the millennials, which is what they used to call the echo boom, which is basically, if there was 100 baby boomers and they each had 2.1 children, now you got 200 millennials. And so you've got a bigger population coming out that is now approaching their peak earning years. And so the demand is going to go on for a while. And then don't forget that because of that Great Recession that we had, and when banks practically pulled out of the market completely for a while, and when they slowly started coming back into the market, they only went for people with high 700-800 scores. You had to be perfect, a cherry, as they would say, and the banks were cherry picking the best borrowers. So the borrowers that have loans today are much stronger than the ones that were back in 2006 and 7. So even if the economy goes through its bumps, the borrowers are stronger today. The lenders are smarter today. They're more prepared today. And so no matter how you look at all of this, we're a much stronger economy, much stronger real estate market. And real estate market is, after all, one of the main pillars of the economy. So there ain't no time like the present. And speaking about time, we're out of time here for today's show. Join me tonight if there's still room. Text the letters DPA to 561-861-2366. Text that straight to that number, 561-861-2366. The letters are DPA if you want to get your free invitation to tonight's workshop. Don't know when the next one will be. It won't be for a little while. So take advantage of this great information while it's there. Anyway, that's it for today. This is your host, Eric Willner, signing off for today. I'll be back again here, same place, same time tomorrow. I'll tell you all about how the workshop was when you join us then. So until then, drive safe. Make it a great day. Bye-bye. Roberto, tudo bem? Joe Harrington Jr. and Susanna. I love our loyal listeners and regulars. Please share this today so that more people know about the workshop, know about what we're teaching. In fact, let me get this out of my ear because it's really loud. And we'll be continuing the conversation. Tomorrow, I'm going to also add some new wrinkles to my conversation about the path to home ownership. And I'm going to talk about a couple of what I'll call trade secrets for anyone looking to establish the path to homeownership. And Susanna, thank you for typing in the text line there, for typing in the text code DPA, and absolutely. In fact, I'm going to make sure I take care of yours right away, because I thought that yours was already taken care of, but I'm going to take care of that right now. Super. Thank you. Today, 954-597-7060.
October 21st will be the most important day in your business year. That's the date of the 6th annual Dawson James Small Cup Road Conference. It's being held at the Wheaton Fair Hotel in Jupiter. The full-day event of Thursday, October 21st, consists of 2 track issuer presentations from approximately 40 companies in healthcare, in technology, and in the consumer sectors program. Our last time getting together, this conference was in 2019, and it was attended by over 300 of our institutional family office and high net worth clients. This year has been blessed up very quickly, so you have to register right now. DawsonJames.com/conferences. If you're interested in sponsorship or any other information about the conference, call Monique 561-609-1575. 561-609-1575. Save that date, October 21st. The Dawson James Small Cup Road Conference. Dawson James Securities is a member of FINRA.
Hey there.
Hi, Eric.
How are you? Everything okay? I got to run because I'm conducting a presentation tonight, but I just wanted to see if everything was okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys got everything you need from me?
Yes, correct. Yep, and we've already sent it
All right.
at the same time. Yeah.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
haven't received any replies yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and ask Gab. Maybe she can, ask before she gets out of work later on.
Yeah, well, let's follow up with Sylvia tomorrow. Let's just send her an email and say if she got the email and everything.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool beans. Anyway, I got a presentation I'm making tonight, a Zoom presentation. I got 131 signups for it.
Wow.
So, yeah, so we definitely have a finger on the pulse of something right now. So anyway, I got to run because I got to go up to Boca because that's where I'm doing the presentation from. But I just wanted to check in and see how you guys are doing.
All right. Yeah, no, things are moving forward. We'll see, and we'll obviously forward you anything we get if Sylvia doesn't CC you.
Cool. All right. Take care.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Eric.
You're welcome. Bye.
Can I join the Zoom meeting? I want to watch you.
What's that?
Can I join the Zoom meeting? I want to watch you.
I'm going to Boca to do it. So you can't. I'll be there.
What are you presenting about?
How to become a first-time home buyer and buy your very first home the easy way, the smart way, the Eric Willner way.
Yeah. The Eric Willner way is the smartest way.
That's right.
It is better than any other way. Okay.
That's right.
Can I talk to you on Zoom?
Why did you tell me? First of all, you're not allowed to go into my closet without my permission. You climbed on top of my stuff in order to get up on the shelf. And that made me very mad because you stepped on my stuff to get it. You need to ask me. And then you said that mommy gave you permission to go into my closet. She did not give you permission to go into my closet. I asked her and she said that she did not give you permission to go into my closet. And first of all, nobody gives you permission to go into my closet except for me. Did you find any of your friends when you were outside?
Yeah, John had to go inside. He had baseball practice.
What about the kids up on the hill?
They weren't.
They usually come out around 5:30.
I was outside. John and they weren't.
Yeah, and those kids are also more your age.
They weren't out, like I said.
Yeah, go look for them again. You didn't tell us the truth yesterday about Mr. Savron. You didn't tell me the truth again today, and I'm worrying that you're falling backwards and you're starting to tell lies again. And you know that there's big consequences when that happens. Remember, you lost your iPad for a whole month last time you lied.
I just wanted to say that Mama said my homework, I could get my iPad.
All right, but I told you yesterday, so don't go ask for find different answers. I told you yesterday until all the clothes was folded and picked up from the floor. I told you that yesterday that there's no iPad until all your stuff is done, and it wasn't done. Remember when I went upstairs and I went into your room, it wasn't done. Skadoodle. Let me get my stuff.
That's not what I'll say.
No. When you don't tell the truth and you do things that are bad, do you get a reward? No. Hey, babe. What's that?
I was going to join you in the video.
Oh, okay. You know, telling the truth is very important.